Okay.
Now make it a bit higher, okay?
A little higher. Okay, good. Okay.
So, do you think it's too high?
Yeah, a little more. It's good. Okay. Hello, welcome to Torah Talk, Parshas Shemini, which is Shabbos HaChodesh. Okay, hello. So the answers to 2 weeks ago question, Parshas Vayikra, which was Purim. We asked 3 questions. I didn't answer them yet. So the first question was, where in Megillas Esther do we have the first 3 letters of Aleph Beis? Aleph Beis Gimel in a word. The answer is in the beginning of the Megillah in Pasuk Yod. It says, Amar Lemuman, Beitasa Charvano, Bigsa Va'avadsa. One of the 7 Sarisim of the Hamsharas Maspinei Melech HaShmeirosh. Va'avadsa, that word in Pasuk Yod, Perek Aleph Pasuk Yod, Va'avadsa, it's Va'avad, Aleph Beis Gimel, Taf Aleph. Okay? So now, next question was, where is the Ramah actually mistapek that Noshim, a woman, can actually maybe counted for a minion in this place? So the answer is in Siman Taf Reish Sadi, Sif Yud Ches in Hilchos Megillah. So the Shulchan says that Megillah Tzarech Lachzer Acher Asar needs to have a whole minion in the Megillah, and the Ramah says V'yesher Statik in Noshim Mitzarfers Lasara by Kriyas and Megillah. It actually is a suffix brings down from the Haggadah Asheri and the Torah. It might actually be a suffix if the Noshim can work for a minion, as Mishnah Berurah explains it, because since Megillah it's Asara is mainly just because of Pursuing Nisa. Really, you could just read it with one person. You don't really need 10. It's just for Pursuing Nisa, so anyone maybe could be included. Okay. And the last question was, what thing do we say in davening? It's only said, besides for being said once a week, it's also only said in the happiest day of the year, on Purim, and also on the saddest day of the year, Tisha B'Av. So the answer is, V'ata Kadosh. So the Kedusha, the Sidra, the Uval Tzion, which we usually say with the Psukim of Uval Tzion, but without saying the Psukim Uval Tzion, and then Vani Zois Brisi. Without saying those 2 psukim, we omit those psukim twice a year, besides for once a week on Motzei Shabbos. We also do it on Leil Purim and Leil Tisha B'Av. Because at night, whenever we're saying this Kedusha, the Sidra, whenever we say at night, we can't say the psukim of the bris for the reasons. So that's when those are the times of the year when we read the Megillah at night, and after Kriyas the Megillah, apparently needs to have some sort of Kedusha Sidra. So at Tisha B'Av and Purim, that's when we read it at night. Also, of course, Motzei Shabbos, it's also we're saying at night. So we don't say those 2 psukim, but on Tisha B'Av day and in the base of that, it's different. They only take away one pasuk. They say Uvalati Goyal Shavei Pesha V'Yakov Num Hashem, and then V'Ata Kodesh. They skip Ani Zayis Prisim. That's different. They only skip one pasuk. The only place we skip 2 psukim is are those. So that's interesting, a connection of, it seems to be a kind of connection between the Tisha B'Av and Purim. So what's interesting is that, and there's maybe another connection in the Gemara in Megillah. It's a Gemara in Tainus, sorry. The Gemara in Tainus. So Tainus, it's Daf Chav Tes. The bottom of Daf Chav Tes on Aleph, everyone knows this Gemara. It says, "Kishem shemisha nichnas of mematim b'simcha kain kach misha nichnas ador marvin b'simcha." So we see right away the similarity of and ador, and then the Gemara continues and says, "Amar Papa Hilkach Bar Yisrael Islay Dina B'Hadi Nachri." If a Bar Yisrael has to do a din with a Nachri, Lishtimit Minei B'Av Dereya Mazlei. You shouldn't do an Av because then there's a bad Mazlei. Limti Nafshi B'Adar Devarya Mazlei. You should do an Adar rather, which in Adar there's extra good mazel for the Yehudim. So The Ritva has an interesting explanation on this, that even though the Gemara in Shabbos Kuf Nun Vav says that there's no Ein Mazel Yisrael, Yisrael has no Mazel. So how can it be that this Gemara seems to be saying that there is a Mazel in different months, have more or less Mazel? So he says, this is only in the rest of the year, there's no Mazel for Yisrael. But in these two, Aval B'Shnei Chadashim Eilu Yesh Mazel, all of it other, there's a special Mazel that was Nigzer Aleinu Min HaShemayim. That's his lashon. It was just Geyser from it's a Gezerah from Shemayim that Av and Adar should have a special mazel. So just because Adar should have an extra mazel of Shavuos, only for those 2 months there's a mazel. The rest of the year there's no mazel for Yisrael. He says also maybe when it says mazel it doesn't mean actual mazel. Maybe it just means like what people call a mazel, which is just like a lashon Gezerah. Different Mepharshim talk about this kasha of how can it be ein mazel Yisrael if the Gemara says mazel, there is a mazel in these months. Different answers given, you can see the Maharsha and other Mepharshim. So, and then there's another, so that seems to be Av and Adar, they both have a mazel in it, unlike other Chadashim, according to the Ritva. And then, so now, something that seems to be different, and this is going on, it says, Misha Nichnas Adar, Marbim B'Simcha. So, Rashi, if you keep your Gemaras open, if you see in Rashi, the last Rashi of that Amon, it says, Yemei Misha Nichnas Adar, what's the reason why Marbim B'Simcha? Yemei Nisan Hoyli Yisrael, Purim u'Pesach. They were days of Nisan, Purim and Pesach. So many Mepharshim were bothered, why does Rashi add Pesach? Like Purim and Pesach were made Nisan. Okay, we only know why Purim is. Since Purim is the days of Nisan, have Nisan, okay, now we have Simcha Purim. But why does Rashi say Pesach also is days of Nisan? Okay, so what? So the way that Elia Rabbah explains that actually, Tafresh Pei, or Chaim Simon Tafresh Pei Sif Ches, he says, merely the Nisan Huka Adar, Nisan is actually the same as Adar, because Rashi explained Nisan Hayu Yisrael, Purim, and Pesach. So this is the kavanah of Rashi, because it says Misha Nichnas Adar. Why does the Gemara say also Nisan and Kislev? Nisan had tons of Nisan in it. Why is only Adar that you marry in Simcha? Why not Nisan? Nisan also. So also he says yes, that is actually Rashi was kosher to Rashi. Why does it only say Misha Nichnas Adar? It also say Misha Nichnas Nisan. Any month that had Nisan in it. So that's why Rashi explains yes, the Emes Kaf Kavanosa. That is actually the kavanah of the Gemara. It means any month with Nisan, and now Torah Rashi says even Pesach. So Purim and Pesach. So even in Nisan, according to the Eli Rabbah, you should have just Ma'aber B'Simcha, just like you do in Adar. So this Tuesday, I think, is Rosh Chodesh Nisan. You should know that. Okay, yeah. Okay. So now, there's also the She'elas Yavets, by the Yaakov Enden is Shuvars, in Chelak Beis, or different printings. Some have Chelak Gimel, Chelak Beis. It's Siman Pei Ches. He also asked this question of Rashi, and he says, he says the same thing. He says a similar reason. He says, well, why does Rashi is bothered? Why does it also say Nizam and Kislev? So he says one reason is because it was Sherwatza L'Rami's Gankin Shavashonim Beres Ein Simchon Heges Ela Be'adar Sheni. The Gemara actually was being Rami as well. Rashi was saying Purim and Pesach to say the Purim, the month of Adar, which is next to Pesach, because then it's straight Yimei Nisan. Adar was Yimei Nisan, and then Purim, and then Pesach was also Yimei Nisan. So the only Simcha on Shemini Beres this year, only Simcha is in Adar Sheni. So according to the Yavets, only Simcha of Ma'aber B'Simcha is in Adar Sheni. So yeah, because really, because Adar Sheni is really, he proves in the Gemara, Adar Sheni is really the Ikar month of the Adar of the Shemini Beres, and we want to be Mesamech Geula and Geula, both Geula so we want to be Mesamech to each other. So that's better. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so I would recommend taking a look in Shuvah Chasam Soifar. He actually, these two ideas of that Mishnechas Adar Memagrid V'Simcha even applies to Nisan, and also that the kasha of Ein Mazel L'Yisrael onto the Gemara that says the different mazels in each month. So the Shuvah Chasam Soifar Or Chaim Sim Kuf Samach, he actually connects these two and he says like. He answers why Rashi says Purim Pesach and brings it. The Yavit answers why he says Purim Pesach. Yavit says some reasons, but he gives his own reason. Because if it's only one time Nisan acting to Yisrael, a person could say, no, that doesn't mean Yisrael have such good mazel. Maybe just Amalekim had bad mazel, and then Yisrael easily beat them by Purim. But now that there's two ummahs, two different nations, right next to each other, it can't be a coincidence. Amalek got defeated by Israel, and then right away the next month, Mitzrayim got defeated. It can't be at all. It must be that the mazel of Israel is getting greater. It's not just the mazel of Goyim is getting less. The mazel of Israel must be getting greater. So that's how you can tell that it's for sure there's a sim, and that's what Rashi is saying, Purim Pesach, because since it's twice, it's a good chazakah. Because the Gemara says that twice is a chazakah. Okay. Yep. Okay. So that's it for now about how Adar, because now we're ending Adar right during Nisan. Interesting things, and also it's interesting to note that this week's Parsha, this week's Parsha starts off by the 8th day of the Meluim, but really last week's Parsha, it was about the 7 days of Meluim. And right now we're actually holding in those